So I've added some new things onto my Mercier page. You all know I recently did a blush declutter, like 2 separate blush declutters because I have that much stuff. So I have added some of those. I need to finish adding those. I have a little bit of fashion for my fashion girlies. I'm going to add some fragrance and some skincare and some body care in the future. Just be patient with me. It takes a lot of time to set aside to do that in addition to editing. But on to the video. What's up, everyone? It is your girl, Gelbeauty-QM here, aka Grace. And I know one of y'all asked me to do a battle of these 2 foundation sticks. So we finally getting around to do it. I had went through my notes on my phone. I was like, I knew I was supposed to do something else with this. So I was supposed to put this short Tilbury Unreal Skin Sheer Glow Tint Hydrating Foundation Stick. Which to me this is just a glorified stick version of Hollywood Flawless Filter, but whatever. Alongside my Amy Coley foundation stick, sorry, skin enhancing stick. So that's what we're gonna do today, along with some other things. So I'm going to try out, I'm gonna try out this Blur Drops from Makeup Revolution. Then I'm going to use the highlighter I got from Ulta. This is light glowy. The one I told you was broken in the original one. I figured we could use it today since I have a new one. I'm going to top the blush drops with Lilac Mist, another Ulta, because I've been thoroughly enjoying this. I'm finally gonna try out this Jelly Pop Power Glow Revive Lip Oil. What shade is this? I don't think it has a shade. It doesn't say on here. So I'm gonna just try this out and see how I feel about the color and how long it lasts. I am gonna use some Battle of the powders underneath the eyes as well. So I have these 2 Chantecaille powders and I wanna see what the difference is, because this one I think says it like has a glow to it, whereas this one is just supposed to be more of blurring. So that I think this is supposed to blur and glow, and this is just supposed to blur. So I wanna see which one I like better. I'm going to put a setting powder underneath there though before I put these on top. It's gonna be more of kind of like a finishing thing just to help blur it off. The powder I'm gonna put underneath my eyes is from Ulta Beauty. I've been using it on and off a little bit. I didn't bring my yellow one from One Size here. That's why I have to use that one, because I've been loving the One Size, especially because it's summertime and we putting this glowy one, and then this powder is not necessarily mattifying underneath there. Isn't probably gonna help, but that's what I got, girl. So that's what you gotta work with today. Okay. But yeah, so let's get into this. Since it's a foundation stick, I figured I wouldn't mess up, like, you know, my white shirt I have on, because this is one of the things I plan on wearing when I go out tonight. We're gonna go to the movies. I'm gonna vlog about going to the movies so then I can wrap up my vlog, because I always like to end on going outside and doing something fun besides just going out to pick up food or showing y'all stuff. I had an interesting little experience, but members, y'all find out about that in the vlog, because girl, people just, I don't even want to get into it because it just makes me angry in my spirit. Like, it just to me it just brings new meaning to you shouldn't assume, because you shouldn't make your ass out of you and me. And I had somebody assume something on my behalf and I was genuinely insulted by it. Like, I was genuinely insulted. So I did like a whole little rant in the vlog you all are gonna see, because I was that annoyed. Yes, I was that annoyed, child. But yeah, so it's coming. You guys give me a minute, but girl, it's coming. Just I need to wrap it up tonight. We're going to see Wolverine, which I'm super excited about, because I love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Love it, love it, love it. So when he decided he was going to do it, and then they put Ryan Reynolds in it. I don't know what's up with him and Ryan Reynolds. Like, they love to joke with each other and, like, you know, make fun of each other. We use the Milk Makeup Polar Eclipse Primer, because since both of these are not necessarily matte foundations, I wanted to, you know, give it a fighting chance. So we already know with this one it's gonna have to be built up more, because I know the side for Amy Coley, which is this side, is gonna be better. So I'm gonna have to build this up a whole lot, y'all, because and even when you do, it still doesn't like give enough coverage. So it's like concealer's gonna have to help me in these areas, and then I might even have to use a powder foundation. It's like I kind of don't want to though, because then that defeats the purpose of showing you the difference between the two. So I might just have to go out looking crazy. But I'm going to a midnight movie because I knew I had to do this review, and I was like, look, y'all not about to have me out here looking crazy. Okay, so let's just start off with Charlotte. I'm gonna try to tap it in lightly to see if I can make the most of the coverage, because I know it's not going to be giving and I'm not going to be living, because it's going to be too minimal for me. When I use this, I usually feel like I should color correct and like do a heavy full coverage concealer and all these extra things, because I know like it's not going to give what I need to give. It's going to give a nice glow and effect to the skin, like, you know, the Hollywood Flawless Filter does, but it's not going to give any sort of coverage. So when I use this, I just know that. As you can see, I'm not even going to bring down my nose or anything, because I'm just like, I know she's not going to do what I want, and I'm bad. So We're gonna start with one coat on each side, and then we might put 2 coats on each side, depending. But since I know it's not really gonna do too much with Charlotte's side, if I do add a second coat, I'm kind of like, what's the point? We're just gonna try to heavy up the concealer and the powders and wish for the best, because Charlotte is not serving with this one when it comes to coverage. I usually mix this one. I usually use this one as a primer-ish type thing, and then I go in and put a liquid one on top to actually get the coverage I need and concealers or whatnot. I'm gonna just use the Natasha Denona concealer. This is my summer shade in this foundation, so it's going to be lighter than, it's going to be deeper than the one on this side, because this one is like more my true skin tone in wintertime. As you can see, this one is blending in a whole lot better than gives like that weird cast. But I always thought that cast was coming from like, it's supposed to be a glow from within type product. I tried not to just assume it was like ash. But yeah, so this one is definitely going to give us more coverage, and you know, I'm here for it. So let's buff her on out and see how she looks compared to Miss Charlotte Tilbury. Y'all excited about this fashion video I have coming up? Because y'all been asking about clothes for a while, so I finally got one that's I'm actually talking in and showing you some outfits and what I bought, as opposed to, you know, just a quick little short of an outfit of the day or whatever. So this is gonna be my first fashion one. I hope you excited. Now, I don't know when it's gonna go up, because y'all know I be having a whole bunch of other stuff around, and then a whole bunch of makeup be launching. But since makeup is kind of calmed down a little bit, I'm actually gonna be able to put some of my like older videos out, because not a whole lot of makeup is coming out. If y'all haven't noticed, the new makeup releases has been real short. Like, they've been like 20 minutes. I think the one for today was like 19 minutes. And I'm like, dang, ain't nothing really coming out, which, you know, I'm totally fine with, because I'm like, you know, I need a break. So this one isn't giving as much coverage either, but I still feel like it gives more coverage than this side does, because I feel like it covered up pretty nicely my skin. But as you can see, this side is clearly lighter than this side, because this is my like winter shade, I guess you would consider this, and this is my full-on blown summer shade. So the concealer and the powders is gonna have to help blend and even all this out, honey, because it's not cute right now. It's not cute. So I'm going to compare these 2 brushes while we're here. So y'all know I love my soft core collection from Sigma. This is the F72 soft angled concealer brush, and I told y'all it reminded me of this one from Rare Beauty. As you can see, they look pretty similar. Like, the one from Sigma is a little bit thicker, and I feel like a little more packed with bristles, whereas I feel like the one from Rare Beauty is a little bit smaller. I like the one from not Cover FX, Sigma, because it is bigger. But let's go with this concealer now. I have the shade Y12 in this concealer. Like I said, I'm just trying to be good and, you know, lather up with concealer to make up for the fact that this cheek is not about to be giving it all. I'm going to put the same amount on both sides, so I'm not going to be unfair and be like put less, because I know this has more coverage. I feel like we still need to put the same amount. It's just Charlotte needs a little bit of help, that's all. She needs some help. Amy doesn't need as much help, but Charlotte, she needs the help. So we're going to give her the help. That way you can say it was fair all around, by putting the same amount, even though Amy doesn't need as much help as Charlotte. I would normally put on cream bronze, but I just don't feel like doing it today, so we're not doing that. Yeah. Let's see. I did with my sponge, so I'm going to have blended. Y'all, I can't tell y'all the last time I went to a midnight movie. Like, honey, I feel like it was like ages ago. We're gonna use Rare Beauty on Charlotte's side. Yeah, but it's like I can't tell you last time I went to a midnight movie, y'all. I really cannot tell you. It's been ages, because, you know, when I go to the movies, I usually take my son with me. But since he's been gone for the summer, I was like, let me try to, you know, like, be like a high school kid again and be out here at the movies in the middle of the night. So my movie starts at 11, and this movie's supposed to be 2 some hours long. So I'm hoping I get a decent ticket. So I'm thinking I'll just edit a lot, and then I'll go ahead and, what do you call it, when it's close to time to go to the movies, then I'll go. The only thing is I'm trying to decide if I should order a ticket online or not before I go into the theater, because I'm feeling like it's gonna be pretty crowded, because I looked last night and it already, people had started buying tickets for that show at 11 already, and I was like, well, damn. Now I'm not going to the AMC theater, because the theater out here by my brother's house is called, it's like a little local family owned theater. It's not like a big one. So I'm like, it's fine by me, because obviously the cost is less, because it's not a big one where they have a whole bunch of people support and all that. Why is the concealer sitting on my nose so weird? Like, y'all, I feel like it didn't blend out as well as I wanted it to. And I've been looking in the mirror constantly like it looks weird. But at the same time, I was like, it's because I blended so much foundation on my nose. And that's why it looks like that. I'm not sure. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So, the movie theater that I'm going to, they or like a little family owned movie theater, they have them in certain like cities or whatever. They don't have them like nationwide like an AMC theater would be, but it's okay. I still like going there. They have like the same thing, the concession stand, the soda machine where you can pick whatever soda flavor you want and all that like AMC does. It's just they don't have as many theaters as AMC does because, you know, they're not, I'm turning it over, they're not as big as AMC. Because I think AMC is like the biggest one, and then Regal, and then I don't know where these people fall on the list as far as their movie theater goes. But I'm just like, okay, cool. I was thinking about trying to find a Regal theater because my son gave me a gift card to, like, you know, go to the movies. And I'm like, if he gave me this gift card, I can use that and then I'll have to buy it. But he gave it to me because you could use it at Ulta. So I'm kind of thinking, like, maybe when I go to Ulta store one day, I'll use that. My Mother's Day gift. It was an Ulta gift card. But yeah, I told y'all we was going to start off with the Luna Beauty powder. So I'm going to put that underneath the eyes. I'm going to lightly put that underneath the eyes. And then we're going to go into the other side. I'm putting a light coating in this because I don't want it to interfere with like the blurring stuff or whatever. But it's like I don't want it to be super glowy under here either. And this is the one I'm going to put the like glowing one underneath. So I want to make sure that something was under there besides the glowing one so it wouldn't look as oily. This side is already going to look oilier just because of like, you know, the fact that it's a glowy foundation on that side. So that's literally the only side I was going to do. The rest of it I'm just going to do with the original blurring powder from Chantecaille because both these powders are from Chantecaille. So now that we prepared this side with a powder that isn't, you know, like glowy, so it has somewhat of a fighting chance, I'm going to add the glow powder. It's just like a yellowish type color here. I think I originally compared this to the Laura Mercier powder, if I remember correctly. But I like this powder. It's just because it, you know, is baked. It's harder to pick up on a brush, and that's what irritates me about these. But see, you can clearly see it's like glowing and giving a nice brightness underneath the eye. So I wanted it to have something matte to start off with, as opposed to just like it being set in the cream with a really glowy product on a glowy skin. So I hope you don't consider that cheating, but I'm like, you know, because I have oily combination skin and we trying this out in the summertime, you gotta give me some kind of provision. It's like you gotta give me some sort of breaks, you know. Just I need a little something. So we're working with the glowing one. Now we're gonna take the shade medium deep, this one that's a little more beigeish, if you will, and use it. As you can see, mine has quite a dent. When I first got it, I was like, I don't see why Teresa's dead, so it's love with this or whatever. But it took a while to be able to like get through the pan and get it to where it would, like, you know, work nicely and set the face the way I wanted it to. I had to get over, I guess, the first layer or whatever you call it. But as you can see, now it looks gorgeous. Like, look at that. It just looks like a nice third under eye without the like glow situation. So as you can see, this one is a little bit lighter because it has like that yellow glow effect underneath it, and then I used the yellow powder underneath it. That's why I was kind of thinking maybe I should have put the yellow powder underneath this eye too, so that way they both would be, you know, yellow, for lack of better term, so they at least have like a similar tone. But I'm like, it's not that big a deal. I was mainly concerned about like the glowy one making me look oily and crazy after the night was over. So I'm hoping my pictures don't look too crazy now though, because it looks like it's more heavily powdered on this side than it does on that side. But I'm praying when we spray it out and work all that out that it'll be okay and normal looking on the skin. That's what we're working with so far. Let's set the rest of the face with one size. I have dark deep. I've been loving on this powder and using it all so long, y'all. Like, I'm obsessed. I'm interested to see how this blush drop situation is going to work out though, just because, you know, I don't usually use liquid blush. And I don't know if this is supposed to be like the other one where you have to put it in a moisturizer, because I haven't really heard anybody talking about these. I've heard them talk about the, you know, the bronzer ones. I haven't heard anybody talk about the highlighter or the blush ones. So I'm like, you put all of them in your moisturizer? Because to me that seemed like it would be weird, because It's supposed to keep moisturizing your face. That's why I was like, I'm gonna just put it on the face and hopefully we're doing it properly. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna turn it over to the side that's backwards so that way you know I switched it over to do the Amy Coley side. Okay, y'all, so this is what the face is looking like. I feel like this under eye just looks so weird because it's so much glowy and brighter than the other one. Y'all almost dropped the blush and I thought I was gonna have to cry because I'm like, you're one of the ones that didn't show up broken. Don't you do this to me. No, but I'm gonna go off camera, put on some bronzer, then we can come back and work on this blush drop situation. Very ashy. So this is what it's looking like before I leave. As you can see, she looks very ashy and she looks like she needs to be put in with something. So now I kind of want to put it in with a liquid blush instead of leaving this on its own. Maybe we can try it with that pink one from ColourPop that I said I didn't like, and I can retry it with this, and maybe like the formula of this will help it along, because right now on its own it just seems like it's gonna be a creamy mess. As far as the brushes go, they both blended out the concealer nicely. I feel like it looks a little bit smoother though on the side where I used the Sigma one. Just random side note, but you can comment down below and tell me which one you thought looked smoother, because I felt like it was easier to blend out with the Sigma one than it was to do with the Rare Beauty one, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, I'll be back. Okay, y'all, so here is the shade I'm talking about from ColourPop. I think it's called Wildest Dreams, and then I mixed this in with that to get what's going on in the face now. So it doesn't seem to dry down though. That's my only concern with these blush drop situations. So that's another reason I wanted to mix it. So I'm actually thinking about just taking the blush brush on the back of my hand. I mean, taking the blush that's on the back of my hand off and like kind of just painting it on the face. But I'm thinking about just making a bigger part on the back of my hand right here with the one we already mixed together. Put another dot and putting another dot of that and just rubbing it on the face that way, because it doesn't dry down. I know the ColourPop one will eventually dry down, but it doesn't seem like the blush drops do. So I'm like, I'm scared to put them on alone. So I'm gonna put another dot of the blush drop on my hand. I'm mixing a little bit more of the ColourPop, and then we're gonna go in on each side with a different brush for each side and see how this works out. It's kind of the experimental part of the video. I was like, I'll try it and see what happens. I know I'm here, you're here, everyone's here. Let's just go ahead and put it on. So I have these two different brushes we're gonna use. Now I know these aren't necessarily for like cream products, but you know, I'm gonna work with what I got. So I'm starting off with the shoulder side. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, I feel like it just sits on top of the skin. It doesn't really do too much of anything. Again, it could just be the brush I'm using. I'm definitely feel like it's soaked up in the brush a lot though. I'm gonna have to like, you know, pick something else, but I'm probably using them wrong, so let's just keep that in mind. I feel like I was supposed to blend this in with moisturizer to start off with, and it was supposed to be like a underpainting sort of thing, but I wouldn't use these in that way, so I'm using them the way I would realistically use them. Plus I'm gonna try this ColourPop blush again to see how I felt about it, and I knew I most likely wasn't gonna like it on its own because of the demarcation line, so I figured maybe if I added this it would help. So that's another reason I decided to do this. Okay, so since we got on this much, and I think it looks nice, you know, it looks nice mixing with this ColourPop. We won't know how it looks on its own, because this, like I said, this is another thing I would use on its own. So we're gonna take Lilac Mist now, and I'm gonna just take that same brush and add some powder to it and start powdering the product, because that's the only way we're gonna get it to sit down. My only thing is, like, is it gonna look thick on the skin and be hard to blend out? Because look at that, it looks quite thick and cakey on the face. Now I have added a powder on top, so it's looking like a whole disaster, girl. Good thing movie theaters are dark, cause child, mess, hot mess. So let's take this foundation sponge down and put it on top and see if we can calm it down a bit. So I'm telling y'all, I feel like this is not going to dry down. The ColourPop mixed in with it will probably dry down, but this itself I don't see drying down. But at least I don't have to worry about the demarcation line with the ColourPop anymore. Now I can just use it with this and maybe do like an underpaint situation, like after I put the foundation on, mix them together and then do this, and then put foundation on top, so that way I don't have to worry about it, you know, being, because it just looks really thick and cakey on top of my face right now. And it's not blending out the way I was hoping it would, but we're gonna spray and pray and keep it moving. We're gonna spray and pray and keep it moving. We're gonna spray and pray and keep it moving. So I'm gonna put, I already got my bronzer on. We're gonna put some blush and some highlighter. So yeah, so that's what it looks like when you mix it with something. Child, just a mess, just a mess. thinking maybe I can just pop it on my finger and see how it works out. As far as blending it out, so we're gonna do that on this side. And see if that makes a difference with the technique, like which way you put it on. Because if we start off with the finger, then maybe we can just blend it out with the sponge a little bit later and that'll work out. It didn't take up as much product when I put it on my finger as opposed to, you know, that. I'm gonna take the back side right here. See if we can blend it out with a sponge and see if that makes a difference the way we do it. I feel like it's doing a little bit better when I'm blending out with the sponge instead of just trying to use the brush and put it on top. So as you can see, this is very pigmented on that side because of the way I did it, and on this side it's like a light wash. So maybe you should put it on with the finger and not the so we're gonna pat more of this on. Sorry, I hit the mirror too high. You can see, let's pat this on. When you pat it on, I feel like it looks better on the skin than when you like put it on with a brush and then put this on top, because I feel like it just does way too much. So that's what we're working with. It doesn't look too bad on this side. I just didn't like the fact I felt like it didn't move easily. So we're gonna take the clean brush now, the new one, and put some blush on top of it. Okay, so I like it better when you put it on with your finger instead of a brush and then blend out the powder with it, because I feel like it looks nicer on the skin. Like I definitely feel like it looks nicer in the face right here when I put it on with cream and powder it like that. But problem with having to do it like that, I'm always the person who blends like the blush a little too low, and then I have to like come in and try to like change it and adjust it and all that. So it's like I have to have a crazy person to fix what's going on. So just we're working with so far for blush. This side looks way more pigmented than the other one, but that's because I use the same brush with the cream to make it work out. So hopefully we can fix that. Crap, I left my highlighter brush in the bathroom, so this is what the gorgeous highlighter looks like now though, like fully intact. Okay y'all, so let's put on the Light Sun. Start in the middle of the face. It's gonna be a lot. Be a little start with this. So what it's too better is side. This is a really good highlighter, so I loved the color of it though. When I first saw it, I was like, ooh, yes, I need it. The shifting is amazing. I feel like this color would be so nice on some of my skin tone. Give it to me now. Right, anyway though, look at that, yes. Okay, so I'm loving the way the blush is looking on the Amy Coley side better. I'm just liking the Amy Coley side better, to be honest, but I feel like it's because it gives more coverage. So this is pretty much what we're working with. Let's finish it off. We're gonna put on this lip oil, and then I'm gonna go off camera, spray my face, try to fix this up, and I'll talk to y'all later on tonight after the movies is over. Okay, girl? So I just want to see how the sparkle's gonna look. Okay, so this smells like fake, horrible, rotten watermelon candy. And since I don't like watermelon anyway, like the fact that it has that smell, it's turning off for me. It's like they tried to give a cute little watermelon smell, but it didn't work out well, and it just smells bad. I don't know what else to say other than it smells bad. So that's what we're working with. I hate the way my lips smell right now, but this is the finished face. So I will check in with you all later on tonight. Like I said, after I get all this done, I'm gonna fix up what I can with my face, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, girl? Okay, y'all, so this is what we're working with. It is the end of the night now. It is like 3:30 in the morning. I was editing some stuff after the movie when I got home, and it's taking forever for this vlog, the August vlog for the members to load. So I was just like, I'm just gonna come over here and have to send it off tomorrow and edit at home tomorrow, because I wouldn't go sit there for like an hour and wait for this to load. I was not in the mood. If you're curious what's going on with my eyes, I have on the Beaute Cosmetics palette from the Divergent palette. So I have a collab coming up, and this is the eye look I'm working with. But yeah, so onto this face. So Remember, this is Miss Charlotte Tilbury and Chantecaille Glow Powder. And this is the Amy Coley and the original Chantecaille Blur, I think called Perfect Blur Powder. So, that's what we're working with. I just added the lip on again, but I did eat nachos and pizza bites at the, what do you call it? At the movie theater. Don't judge me, I hadn't eaten like all day. Like I literally, I'm lying, I hadn't eaten since like, I want to say 2 o'clock, and it was like, I think 11 o'clock when I went to the movie. So I hadn't eaten for like a good long while. So I got a couple of snacks to tide me over, and then I was like, I'll just, you know, I'll be fine. But I must say both of them look pretty nice. I feel like this one looks a little bit oilier, but I think it's just because the powder glows as opposed to shine. So I feel like they both actually did pretty well. Now keep in mind, remember these are not supposed to mattify, and remember the Lunar Beauty one isn't supposed to mattify either. So that's just something to keep in mind. But I must say I'm thoroughly impressed with both sides. This one turned out to me better than I expected it to. It's still not giving enough coverage for my personal liking, but you know, that's okay, I guess. I just, you know, have to keep that in mind when I'm wearing it, but I usually use it as a filter, so that's fine with this side. I feel like if I used a mattifying powder, it would have worked out a little bit better, but I like both sides overall. You can comment down below and tell me which one you think did best. As far as coverage goes, so I'm feeling like Amy Coley really did it the best, and I like the blush better on this side when you like pat it into the skin and then put a powder on top of it separately after you had the sponge in to press it down, as opposed to the way I did it with the brush and then packing it on. I feel like it gave good impact, but I feel like it didn't like blend as well or move around as I'd like it to with the brush. Now I didn't notice any necessarily like brush marks on my face or anything like that. It was just kind of like more of, you know, I feel like it wasn't as easy to move when I put it on with the brush as it was when I put it on my fingers and then dabbed it in with a sponge. So if I'm going to use the blush drops again, I have to use them that way. I wasn't super impressed with them though, and the fact that they only have one shade and the one shade didn't really do it for me. I'm kind of just like, you know, it's okay, but like I wouldn't, you know, like do it. I wouldn't buy it again basically. It's just kind of like, that's kind of making me not want to buy the glow ones now, because I was looking at the glow ones. They're on sale. Makeup Revolution is on sale pretty regularly at Ulta, and they're having like, I think the back to school thing or whatever. So I was going to buy the glow ones, but I'm like, nah, I kind of don't want to, because I feel like it's going to be one of those situations where it's just like the glow drops, like the liquid highlighter I used to buy and just put in my foundation to make me glow from within. And since they have like glow filters now for that, I kind of don't feel the need to. So we're probably not going to try that one out. I'm not even gonna front with you. I'm most likely not gonna buy it, especially if I had to do what I had to do today and mix it in with something else and do all that work. Because since it's like a moisturizer type texture, it's not gonna really, you know, give what I needed to give. So I think we're just gonna skip on that. The blush one is okay. I can make it work with that Wilderness blush shade, or Wildest Dreams, I think it was called. Wilderness Dreams, Wildest Dreams, something like that. That I didn't like from ColourPop. It works nicely with that, so I'll probably continue using that when I do want to use it, but that's rare, so don't be surprised if you see it like on Macari, or I just give it away to my cousins, because I'm not really feeling it. So those are my thoughts on all the stuff on my face. Oh, I didn't talk about the lip. Well, I did. I told you it lasted a really long time. I don't know if I want to keep it though, because I hate the way it smells, y'all. I'm telling you, it smells like a rotten artificial watermelon candy. Like, I don't know whose idea was to put this scent in there, but it smells terrible. I don't remember the primer smelling like this, but it's been a long time since I used that primer. I prefer the mint one that they came out with, and then, you know, they came out with the original one, and I prefer the new Essence Jelly Pop one. So I haven't really used it in ages, so it might have smelled like this too, and I just don't remember. But I hate the smell of this, and since I'm not really into lip oils and the color isn't one that like truly lasts on the lips, and I have red lip oils that are pigmented, I feel like I'm probably gonna get rid of that too. So it's a couple of duds in here, but overall majority of the stuff worked out. Like I said, comment down below and tell me which side of the face you like better. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. Make sure you subscribe. My membership is down below if you're interested, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye. The fun doesn't have to end here. Make sure you go and follow me over on Instagram for the latest fashion, fragrance, and eyeshadow reviews before they hit my YouTube channel. See you over there.